Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Longhorns offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Texas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle, but forced down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
The Tigers are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. A quick juke. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
You know, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Estrada. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That pass is hauled in over the middle. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Joslin. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Eludes the rush. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass this time. Bringing pressure. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Long enough and good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Not much on the return. What a pick to set up the offense at the 35.
But at this point, the offensive coordinator has to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? The shotgun run call. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. No problem, knocks it right through. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The back's got it. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. That's reeled in. It's Joslin. He's stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Running a quarterback sneak here.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment of third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Kicking team out for the PAT drive. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Close to the tight end. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense takes the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to extend the play. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain from the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. They jump in front here in the fourth.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Johnston. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that previous play. And the tailback's got it again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. It's Johnston. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up in the sack in a crucial moment.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Finding some room at the 25. And he'll scramble for a first down and importantly get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Grab near the sticks. It's ETN. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. He may be headed to overtime.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? Pressure is coming. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. They go in front in the final minute of play.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and